Hello everyone, I think we're live now. So, first of all, welcome everyone to the weekly stream. And it's so good to see all of you here. And today we're going to be trying to make the NR deck for the new event. So the event is not actually out yet. Today we're going to be trying to make the NR. Let me just fix that echo. Sorry. There we go. Yeah. So we're going to try to make a deck for this event, and then we're going to try it in solo mode, because since the event is not out yet, we can't actually try it in the event. But anything we make here should hopefully be enough to beat the decks in solo mode, at least some of them. So that's what I'm hoping. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to make. I kind of want to make the Phantasm Spiral work, but as you can see with my previous deck, it's hit quite a lot. But we can try to alter this to make it work. I can also think of True Draco, which might be another thing that might work. So there are a few options and a few different ways that we can take here. So I'm going to first start with this deck, the Phantasm Spiral, and I'll see if I can make this work. So let's take out all the banned cards. Probably want a third punishment, and actually that needs to go as well, unfortunately. And then I'm actually thinking like we could use lots of Paleozoic cards, because they're pretty strong in a small format like this. So Spell Tap Destruction, like definitely the Banish one, and then maybe that to get over cards and turn them face down. And if we are playing so many Paleos, we might as well play this one as well. And yeah, here is like a deck, but I don't know if this will work. But we can definitely try. We should fill out the extra deck as well though. So let's look at some of our limp monsters that we can go into. Let's look at low limp numbers, like 1 and 2. 2 monsters. I guess I could make it. 2 effect monsters, 2 flip monsters, 2 monsters with different types and attributes. I kinda want to try to make Double Bite Dragon, but it's kinda hard to summon. Although I'm hoping that I can like just summon things with the Paleos, but we'll see. Is there like a linked one that I can easily make with a Paleo? Actually, Tybers has to be normal summoned. Dragon, Infinite Track, Marincess. Non-link monster in the extra monster zone. Appliancer, 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 appliancer. Plant, appliancer, 3-star, cybers. 10 So not really, no. That's a little unfortunate. You'd have to make do with link 2s then. Oh. Yeah, not SR. I mean, we can always just put more proxy dragons, I suppose. Yeah, that's not even a good card though. Proxy dragon is like okay. It might do something, maybe. And this can't be used as a link material, right? Yeah. Okay, that might work. And then that might also be useful. Yeah, so we can't actually, well, kind of. We can kind of mate it. Top one for sure. I think we should just make more Geovert transversers, honestly, so I can probably take like this out. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot the field spell problem. Yeah. I don't know how good this deck is though for now, but I'll have to like try it. Any other big payoffs, perhaps? I'll do it more paleos again. I can do that. Return a banish card to do Dre, right? That's not very good. Two more cards. What else can we play? We could play other normal monsters, but yeah, the problem is I want to get to the field spell. I want to be able to stall to get to the field spell. And kind of a weird situation, really. I don't know what I should expect and what I can take into. Let's go with more paleos for now, and I can change my mind later. I'll just put in 2 of these and save it. So I'm going to copy this deck to my actual decks. I'll actually craft the cards, and then we can try some solo mode and see if this works. And if it's not working very well, then we can always just make something else. Right? I think that's the best thing about it. About this event, that we can just make more decks that we like to. So okay, let's copy the deck and let's craft it. Third copy of these, a third copy of that. Yeah, so this is kind of like a paleo version of, you know, the pacifist. I don't know if this will be any good, but I do like to try it first. This sounds like a fun idea, and if I do find like a good deck today in the stream, then I'll probably make a video about it as well in the future, like when the event actually comes out and when I can actually play the deck in the event. I do want to make a video about it as well. So, let's see, have I not finished the Kagakuri missions, or did I only not finish? Okay, yeah, this is something we can play. So let's see how this deck performs in its first duel, and see if it's any good or if it's actually not that good. It's kind of weird. Like, I have the paleos and I have like link monsters for a payoff for paleos. And then I have the Phantasm Spiral. But yeah, I expect to get like hands like this, which isn't terrible, I guess, because we can 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think this makes sense. I will not set the spell trap removal. I think that makes sense here. And first we'll go for this one. Distract the paleo, draw 2. And then I'll go for Dynamistress. Banish this. Oh, well, I should have triggered the paleo and grave. Okay, I need to get used to that. But other than that, it seems pretty solid so far. I just need to get used to using the paleos after traps. They will special summon that. I think that's fine. And then they will go into the Shodan. Special summon from deck. Yeah, I can't really stop that. Okay, now we think a little bit. So because I have punishment, this is 17. I mean, this I'll punishment that one. I will trigger a Paleo Grave. And then I will set the other one. And then I will trigger another Paleo Grave. Okay, number 2. Yeah, probably this one. It was mainly for that anyway. We can't actually go into extra deck tower this turn because of the punishment. What's the defense on this? 11? We can just join the battle. I mean, I'm winning, but this deck is a little awkward. It is doing better than I expected so far though. Like, just the Paleo cards is just good enough, it seems. And we can actually try to do into our extra deck. I have Power Thought Soldier, or like just a random link to use that I can make. No point in... Okay, just to show off. Should I do that? Yeah, why not? Just for fun. We didn't activate the bait. Oh. I'm stupid. This only banishes face-up cards? Yes. Well. Now I know. Now I know. Okay. I need to read Paleos more. Well, that might have not been the best. You also need to discard a Paleo as well. Or, well, not necessarily. I'll just make a power code with them. It's not the best. I threw this game, but you know, it might be enough. And then this negates something, but also face ups, so I can only negate myself here. Well, they have a good chance of winning now, because I threw the game, so let's see how this will go. Set pass, alright. Torrential is not what we were looking for. So maybe next turn we can get something better. That one. That's still okay. Yep, you summon that, and then I will torrential here. Then we will chain up Paleo Grave. I don't know if this will get destroyed or not, but why not? Let's see. I'm still experimenting with this deck, basically, which is why you might see things like this, where I fail. Okay, this might be lethal? Question mark? Okay. Well, that was actually pretty decent, even though I played it terribly. It wasn't bad at all, I need to say that. Yeah, I need to look at what other traps that might be used. Torrential is nice, but also it destroys my board as well. So obviously it's both-sided. But yeah, so let's do a few more games. Just to get a better see of how the deck is. But so far this looks very playable. This is a deck that you can probably take it to the event. So this hand looks fairly simple. Let's see how this will go. I'm not even like seeing the Phantasm half of my deck, honestly. I'm just playing Paleos, which is fine. Like, Paleos are good. Vendread. I don't know how this works. I'll just wait for them to summon a big monster. Yep, here's the big monster that I was waiting for. And this threat will gain attack. I think we'll just put this. I'm thinking if using Marilla was a bad idea. It doesn't actually do anything. Like, it's kind of a do nothing card. Like, I can use it, and then I can chain a Paleo, which is nice. But it, I don't know. It gets more Paleos in grave, which is why they play it. I get that, but I don't have like a good spell to send it to graveyard. Is the thing. I just send more Paleos. With two monsters, I should make the bad cards. No, really, I don't even want to go into those, so let's just go in. And then 2k. No response to that. We definitely need negates here though. Like, even here, I already am in need of some cards that do things. Yeah, let's just destroy that while we still can. Because otherwise it's gonna have high attack points. And you know, win better Paleo. Can't really do much about that. Okay, that might be a problem. Yeah, we're a bit outpaced here. Yeah, that'll have to be fine. No, I can't even use it. This is unfortunate. Yeah, this is where this set lacks things. I can't do anything now. Yeah, I do have negates, I guess. Like, Phantom's Firepower is a negate. But if I don't have it, I don't have it. Yeah, I'll have to buff like his cards. Just to get more Paleos on board. I don't even have Paleos left though. I should have just used the other one. Let's just surrender here. Yeah, definitely seen the inconsistency with the deck that getting 500 attack and defense doesn't actually do anything if my monsters are terrible anyway. And like the extra deck options aren't that great unless I can get 4 monsters on board. I mean, I guess 3 monsters kinda accomplishes something. I have Die-Fi, but that's not gonna do anything against the zombie deck. Actually, it might. Let's just set 4 and see if we can actually do anything about this. And at knights. And then I'll destroy it. I don't actually have any like good punishment cards. I guess I'll try. And then chain that. I don't know if this works. Oh wait. I can't send it to graveyard because of Die-Fi. Oh no. Yeah, this is not going great. I am starting to understand like the shortcomings of the deck. Dimensional Fissure is actually not very good if you're also playing Paleos. Actually no, Paleos still goes grave. Only punishment doesn't work until under Dimensional Prison. Dimensional Fissure, I meant. Yeah, I will negate that. Marilla. Not ideal. What does the Leo do again? Yeah, they don't actually do anything. And then we do a damage step. Yeah, Dimensional Fissure is actually kinda good for them. Yuck. I guess I'll just do a link into Shinobi Insect and pass. Yeah, there's a strengthful combo here. I'll just turn it off. There's no good point for me to activate Morella anyway. Whew. Yeah, this is doing roughly. Let's turn it off again. It's very unfortunate. I was hoping this state would actually be good, and like the first stream was great, but against this state I just can't do anything at all. Like, I can summon a Paleo here, negate their monster, but it's just a grind game from here. Unfortunately, I have to say this deck is not very good. Maybe I can change some cards with it. Maybe just that I didn't make it well. Just Paleos were like alright, especially when I had a lot of access to Dynamishtus, it was great. But some of the other ones, like, you know, that one, barely did anything. Unfortunately, we can't actually use any of their Link to Xyz, and the extra deck cards weren't that great either. Is there like something we can go into from rank 2s, maybe? It's just a 1600 beater. Actually, I like to put up a poll. Shall do that. So, the question is, what deck do I try next? And then we'll add some answers. Improve Spiral Paleo. Draco. Other. Okay, here we go. The first poll I think I did in a live stream, which hopefully should be going up now, or I can actually see it. Did I not? Oh, okay, there we go, here it is. So, what deck should I play next? I should improve this deck I made, which is Spiral and Paleozoid. I should try to go for a true Draco. Or if you have any ideas in chat, if you want me to try something else, then I'm listening. You can pick other, and then just tell me what to do. Or if you don't want to see this event, and if you just want me to play Strike Searches in ranked, if you prefer that, I can just go back to Strike Searches ranked. I didn't want to do the same thing every week, like, I don't mind, but I don't know if people would watch it. So since we have the event, I wanted to give it a try. And I will definitely make a video, like, not definitely, but if I can find a good deck for the event, I will make a video about that too. But, looking at the poll results, we only have 1 vote, which says it's just to play Strike Searches ranked. What do you think of Draco Metal Foes? Okay, so Draco Metal Foes looks really good. The problem is I don't actually know how Metal Foes work. But we should have a look at that. I never actually made like that deck to Draco Metal Foes. I'd like to try that. Let's have a look. So let's go for True Draco first. Right. And we had... Actually, we should probably make it in the event page so we can see the ban list. So I'll put some True Draco cards, and then I change my vote to True Draco. I'm just here for the ride. Oh, also, sorry, but I did forget to ask something, which is, how is the... So, okay, I changed some settings since my last stream. So I changed my bitrate and I changed my latency, stream latency. So hopefully we should have less latency now, and if you're here, I actually want to give a little test. So I'll count down from 3 to 0, and when I say 0, you write something in chat. What should you write? What's something that's irrelevant and you would only write, like, for a message? Like the word event, right? Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. So when I'll count down from 3 to count down from 3, and when I say 0, you'll just write down I heard it, or let's go. I don't know. Write something, right? Something to indicate that you have heard it, so we can test the latency. Okay. Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, 0. And let's see when I can see your messages. The last message I saw is, yeah, I heard it's really good. I don't know if anyone will actually write something. You know, if anyone's actually playing along with it, but that's something that I do want to try. Something. There we go. I just saw it. Okay. So the latency is better. It's still like a couple of seconds. Oh, 0. There we go. 0. Yeah, so I think it's still like 10 seconds or so. Maybe. Which is not bad, not terrible. It's better than last time. So I have been successful in improving it since last week, but you still have some short delay. Hopefully that shouldn't come up in anywhere. Anyway, so True Draco seems to be winning. So let's go with True Draco and let's see if we can add some metal foes to it. So in True Draco decks, you just kind of play these, and I assume since we're limited with our monsters, we just kind of play this package for True Draco, and then so just literally everything we can play, and then metal foes. So how do metal foes work? They have the pendulum effects of target wonder can you destroy it and sets metal foes spell trap directly from your deck. And I think do they all have this effect? Yeah, they do. Alright, and do pendulum spells count as continuous spells? Because if they do, then, you know, you can tribute over them. It's like 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, probably so. So I wasn't looking at chat immediately, but it's like 5 to 10 seconds, probably. Which isn't terrible. Hopefully, like, I can, when you're in a game and you write something, I can probably see it before I make the play. This is that's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, so metal foes are cards. It's just that I never played metal foes and I don't actually know how to play them, is the issue. I just actually look it up. Right. But at the same time, I want to make my own deck. Like that's the thing. And like I can actually make a deck that I don't know about. Is the weird part. I use metal foes with True Data for the festival, but I'm not sure how to use it. I am not sure how to use it either, but we can always give it a try. So from what I'm seeing, they're just playing 3 of each of these tails. And actually the deck is mostly like metal foes and a little bit True Draco. So they're playing all the tails. And then they're playing Bao Baboon. And then the fusions. Okay. We can learn it together. This can be a learning stream. That doesn't sound too bad. That doesn't sound too boring. You should try that. You have the cards, and then they have the Metal Foes fusions, and then they have Summoner's Art. Do they have something to search with Summoner's Art? Level 5 are a normal monster. Their monsters are all level 4 or lower though. Oh wait, there is one. Let's just have a look. Oh. I might have made a spelling mistake there, maybe. So they played that for a searcher for this card. I'll just put like a lot of subtitles. Leaving stream, learning stream. Sorry, yeah, learning stream. Hopefully, we can actually learn how to play it in this stream. And then they just add some metal foes charts. So metal foes. They have whole metal foes fusion, and then they have the parametal foes fusion. So fusion summon from your extra deck using one from hand's extra deck material, and then this one hand or field. And then metal foes counter. And then they play a lot of this one, which is if it's fusion summoned in lower level, then fusion summon special summon. Actually, there's a lot of cards involved here, and we'll definitely need to think about how the deck works. I don't want to like go too crazy on crafting either. So this is limited to 2. How can we do this? I kind of want to go for more heavier on True Draco than Metal Foes, since I don't exactly know how Metal Foes work. If it's draw one card, okay. This is for Pendulum Summoning. So let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of these as well. I'll try to make it more True Draco heavy. Special summon with this from that. This isn't exactly useful either. But then how? I'm just thinking, if we don't even use the spell traps to even search anything. Okay. You know what we're going to do is we're going to do a learning tour. So we're just gonna start by crafting some of the Metal Foes cards, and not all of them right away. And then try to deck with them. And then try some different versions as well. And see which ones is more suitable for us, basically. So I'm going to craft more True Draco cards first, because I already know how to play True Draco. And I will use the Metal Foes cards as a support for the True Draco. Let's do mate one of the fusion card. And then one each for the extra deck monsters, just so that we can actually learn how to play these as I'm playing alone as well. Because I think the fusion is searchable with the scale effect anyway. I'm still impressed how your channel blew up from the Strike Fighter deck. Yeah, it was definitely like very suddenly. Like I was doing like no views, and then just my first video in the Master Deal, since it was too early I think and there wasn't many Master Deal videos yet, it just kind of blew up from there. I'm happy how far we have gotten, really, and it's quite fun. I've been more busy lately, so definitely my uploads has been less and less, but I still want to make something weekly. Like I'll always, my aim is to always at least one stream a week or one video a week. Like I want to make at least one thing every week. And streams have been fun because I can also chat with you, and honestly the worst part of making the video is the editing. Like recording the video is really fun, but then editing takes forever. So when I stream I don't even have to worry about editing anymore. So that's definitely more fun, and it's arguably less time consuming. So what I will try to do is to continue streaming every week at the same time for a while. Because so that it can be a regular thing, right? You can come watch me here every week doing different stuff, and it should be a fun thing that we always do. I don't know. It's a little awkward to talk about, but I do enjoy doing streams, and I hope that I can keep doing this regularly and people would still watch it. Sometimes I want to do different things, and sometimes people just want the same thing again. It's kind of weird. I don't know what is best either, but I'm just having fun, really, in the end. So I do want to play Monarch's Erupt. I think that's going to be a good one. It kind of doesn't work with Metal Foes, but it works well with True Drato, and since I'm playing more True Dratos at the moment, I think it makes sense to play Monarch's Erupt. I guess to make smaller, we will play the Summoner's Art. I will only play 2 though, and I won't play 3. Just True Drato does have some consistency issues. And then I guess I'll try to see if this works. I ran out of rares already, which is really annoying. I actually don't have any more rares, and I would have to open some packs to get them. So that might be a problem. Metal Foes cards. I should do like more fusion spells and etc. if I would need to, at least. But yeah, I won't be able to add any more extra dead monsters without finding something that I can make actually. Wait, but to use Monarch's Erupt, I have to have no cards in extra deck. So we can't actually use the fusion together with the extra deck monsters, huh? Okay, in which case, in my first version, which I will not be doing any fusions. How does that sound? Bad? Probably, but I do want to give it a try. Let's see how this deck works, or if this deck works, or if it's just terrible. Once again, they're back to the drawing board. Wanna test the deck with me? Sure, actually. Let me just copy the deck, and I'll make a dueling room, and you can just join. I don't actually know how this deck works though. Like, I mean, I do know the Metal Foes part of the deck. Sorry, the True Drato part of the deck, but I don't actually know the what's it called? The Metal Foes part. Okay, so I made a room. I will choose my deck. Room details. Okay, here's the room ID. 446157. And if you do want to try the deck, feel free to join. I have zero idea too. Then this will be a learning experience. We can both try and fail to play the deck and see how it goes. I know the True Drato part at the very least, so if I get like a True Drato heavy hand, then I can at least play that. I'll just show you the idea then actually, so you can check it. But yeah, so we'll see how that will go. I don't know if this one out of 6 members will update instantly when you join, or if I'll need to go back and refresh it, but we'll see. I'm just waiting for now, if you do want to play. Yeah, let's see how True Drato works. Right? Can I look at the deck? Can I look at the deck list, my good sir? Yeah, of course. This is the deck that I'm trying now. Trying is a term because, yeah, I'm not saying it's good. So we're not going to use Fusion Monster, we're not going to... Yeah, so if you're going to use Fusion, you shouldn't bring Erupt, because Erupt doesn't work. If you are also... Yeah, you need to have no cards in your extra deck to be able to play Erupt. So if you're going to Fusion Summon, then you can't play Erupt, and if you're going to play Erupt, then you can't Fusion Summon. So I'm trying the version with Erupt now, because that's how I know how to play. But if this just doesn't go well, then I'll just go and try the Fusion version as well. I will need some more crafting materials for that. I just ran out of rares. But I do have gems, so I would just need to spend the gems, and I would probably get some rare crafting materials. Got the NR dead. Okay, well, I'm in the table 1 now, if you do want to join. And we can try that out. This can go 2 ways, right? This can either be like amazing, or it can be terrible. I don't know how good this deck will be. How do I use it in a duel? Okay, so you need to copy the deck from there. I'll actually leave the table and show you. So when you make the deck here, you actually need to go into your deck. And then you can see your deck there, and you click that, and you click view, copy, and delete, and then go copy that, and then that copies your deck to your actually usable decks, like there. I'll change the 3 main cards so I can figure out which deck this is. There we go. And then you can also use it in a normal duel, basically. That's how you copy your event deck into a normal duel deck. Hopefully this helped. Yeah, so I'm in the room and waiting now, if you have figured it out by now. Meanwhile, let's talk a bit more about the deck then, while waiting. So, I do have 2 Summoner's Art. They normally play 3, but there are also only 3 targets in deck. So there's an argument to play 2 Summoner's Art, but at the same time you want it to be consistent. But I'm not sure how fast the NNR Rarity event will be. So maybe 3 of them might be at 1 too many. Like if you have 2 Summoner's Art in hand, and then if you also draw like 2 Wolf Flame, then that would be bad, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. I guess 3 of them is not that bad. You should probably play it. But it's kinda awkward. And the Baboon is great if you can Pendulum Summon it, which I'm not sure how good my version will be. So the problem with Draco is that they run out of cards pretty quickly. And they sometimes break as well. And we're hoping to see if Metal Foes is helping Draco to overcome that. There we go. You're in the room. Alright then, we can have a try. And let's see if we can actually play the deck. Going first or second? I guess I'll go first, although I'm not exactly sure if it's correct at this point. Just because the event might be slow enough that it might not necessarily be required. It worked, yeah. That's how you do it, hopefully. So this is kind of the hand I'm talking about, right? We'll use the Summoner's Arts to get them to our hand. And like, this is useful because it is making my deck more consistent in a way. Okay, so I don't actually know how the deck works yet, so let's see how it does work. We will set the scale. I will set the other one. Okay, I can't actually use it because I have no Metal Foes spell trap in my deck. So that's definitely a minus, and I can't tribute summon through Draco either, so they don't even count as continuous spells then? That's weird. I don't know why this set is so good then, if they don't even count as continuous spells. Anyway, I'll just play normally. Here's a True Draco card. I think the deck is actually good because of Metal Foes and not necessarily because of True Draco. Yeah, so setting 2 stales, not a good idea if they are same stale. I thought that I would be able to use it, but then, yeah, you can't set pendulums, and you can't, apparently they don't count as continuous spell traps, so you can't tribute them with True Draco either. In which case, I don't even know why this deck is so good. It's probably the Metal Foes version, honestly. Yeah, just use the Fusion. Fusion summon something. Let's see if that will be good. Three Metal Foes into Crimsonite. I mean, it has attack points, that's for sure. Unfortunately, the Metal Foes do go to the graveyard, which is kinda awkward. You would expect them to go in the top of the extra deck, would you not? But I don't know. Can activate the True Draco. And honestly, I'll just get another one. I don't know how I'm beating that 3000 attack monster though. It's not very good. I definitely played it terribly, that is true, but I also don't know what I'm doing, so there's my excuse. Yeah, this is not looking good. I'll just pass. Will Erupt still activate when a pendulum is an extra deck? That's actually true. Honestly, it probably doesn't. So, Erupt is probably a bad idea. Because Erupt wouldn't activate. Although, you can not send them to the extra deck because apparently Fusion sends them to the graveyard. But if you just destroy them with the other stale, then they will go into the top of the extra deck, so... Yeah, Erupt doesn't actually work with this deck, apparently. I'll have to do the Metal Foes version. Did I make a mistake? I'm not reading. I definitely made a mistake. I don't know if you made a mistake or not, honestly. I don't know the Metal Foes part of that deck either. I mean, honestly, just a 3000 attack monster is probably going to be good enough. Unfortunately. Because yeah, the only... like, I can summon monsters, but they're not going to beat over it. To the maybe it is really the Metal Foes that make it work. Honestly, like, having looked at the deck probably is just Metal Foes, right? Like, the True Draco is barely in that deck, I think. It's like a package. It's more like a package rather than anything else. Because, yeah, it's just, the True Draco doesn't work well with Metal Foes, so as far as I can see. But maybe if your deck is mostly Metal Foes, then True Draco maybe works well with it. I just can't really see how it works yet. Because my deck is clearly not working. I will definitely need to change this after that. Maybe, Europe version doesn't work at all. I'll just concede, honestly. There's nothing I can actually do here. I just clogged my zones of, like the pendulum zones. And I can't even, like, get rid of it. So that deck is probably mostly just Metal Foes, honestly. Which is unfortunate, because I don't want to craft metal first, because I ran out of rare crafting points. But, you know. Let's see, what do they play then? I'll open a list. They play like very little the 2 Jeta cards. They play like 3 spells, 2 traps, and then 4 monsters. Everything else is just metal foes in that deck. So I don't even recall that a 2 Jeta deck, honestly. I kinda wanna make 2 Jeta work. Okay, what should we try first then? Should I go further on metal foes? Or do I try for a 2 Jeta first? Poll number 2 of the day. Don't we have a lot of N and R points? I certainly don't. I mean, if you want to look at my stream and look at my R points, it's not a lot. It's definitely not a lot. I may have crafted Ray continuously until I got the glossy ones, so that may be the reason I don't have rare points. But, you know, that was a long time ago. Okay, so metal foes, true Jeta, and poll question is which. Now I'll ask this to my community. Okay, the poll should be on its way, in case you do want to answer it. Because yeah, I don't know if I should just go metal foes here. You really did that. I actually did, but I mean, okay, look at this though. Sky Striker. Anything rare and below. 3 shiny rays, 3 shiny roses. I have 1 shiny Hayate, 2 shiny Kaina, shiny Afterburner, shiny Area Zero, shiny Multirolls, shiny Gem Waves, shiny Vector Blast, shiny Scissor Straws, shiny Hercules Base, shiny Eagle Booster, and shiny Shark Cannon. Everything is shiny. You know, shiny Widowhunter, shiny Kagari. Only some of the super rares, like Engage, Zeke, and Shizuku, and Hornet Jones, are only thing I'm missing. Tri-Sector Brain Rots. Honestly, like when I first started, I was like, I'm not gonna play anything else anyway, right? And I still don't play anything else competitively, because everything else is very expensive to make. But I do now want to make a lot of normal and rare decks, and I kinda do regret spending all those rare points now. I mean, I do have a lot of gems, so if I want to get more rare points, I can just open some packs, and that I get rare points from that, right? So I can probably do that. I don't know what packs I want to open yet, though. That is the problem, I think. I don't blame you, thank you. It's just, yeah, I just want to make Strike Searchers shiny. Almost all trophies are shiny. Yeah, I have shiny of almost everything. And like, if you do look at my deck, sorry, and an algorithm, you need to wait. If you look at my Strike Searcher deck, which is here, it's just shiny. Yeah, it's very shiny. All the Strike Searcher strides in the main deck are just shiny, except for Engage. I'm not crafting ultra rares of more Engage. It's not happening. But I was very lucky with the Widowhunters. I just got 2 shiny right away. I mean, no royal rare or anything, but at least I have the both glossies, which is pretty nice. Sadly, nothing crazy in Hornet Drones either. I do have 3 Hornet Drones, and none of them are shiny. Sad. But I did get a glossy Kagari at the very least, which is pretty nice. The poll is in 2 votes with 1 Metal Foes and 1 True Jeta. We're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! We're playing Pokemon. Yeah, I'm just collecting shinies at this point. I'm just shiny hunting. I'm just crafting and dismantling until I get a shiny, just like how Pokemon players just reset the game until they get a shiny encounter. Anyway, so the polls seem even on both decks, so I guess I'll go for True Jeta first. because I actually probably have the cards for that already. I'm going to distract the changes though, and we're just going to make a new deck for True Data. And then with that old deck, I'll probably make a Metal Foes deck after. Use a coin to decide if True Data or Metal Foes. I could do that. But we should also just use them, though. We should also just go over them one by one. Coin flip can be more fun. I don't know how I can show it on stream though. I don't know. I'll probably just do True Data first. And I will go for Metal Foes after that as well. But to be able to go into Metal Foes, I actually need to go and get some crafting materials. Which is why I'm reluctant to go into it right away. Because I will need to open some packs. Which, I don't mind opening packs, I have gems. But I don't know what packs I actually want to open. I have like a few ideas of the decks I kinda wanna make that are good. But like, maybe Virtual World might be one to think about. That's like a deck that seems interesting, at least. But I don't know. Anyway, so if we are doing pure True Data, then we gotta play Monarch cards, right? Continuous spells and traps. The problem is we can only have like 8 monsters, which isn't great. Like, March of the Monarchs, yeah, these are good protections, but all the Monarch spells that searches are also high rarity, so even that doesn't work. I can make like the I can make like the first Monarch just to summon the True Data. Let's see if there's any good continuous spell traps. Oh, no, not counter. There we go. Anything that is like crazy in True Data. I'm just looking at the pictures and see if I actually know any of them, is what I'm doing. Which is not a great idea. I mean, something like Mirror Wall can be interesting as a battle trait, but I doubt it will come up. What else? Yeah, I actually don't know what we can actually do for True Data. Because the main core is so small, and normally you would want like so many draw spell traps, but they're all high rarity. Like, okay, let's have a look at my deck. So my actual True Data deck that I do play in Rent is looking something like this, right? So, okay, we can. So we get rid of these. We get rid of those. That. We can play more copies of this guy, at least, which is a rare, but this basically draws your card, and it does go into your extra deck, but it can also be special summoned from your extra deck, and after that it is banished. So, it actually doesn't take up space in your extra deck, so you can still play Monarch Erupt even though you are playing this card, and this does give you some more consistency, which is why I like it. That being said, this is still only 21 cards, like half the deck is still missing. And I would need some good continuous spell traps that are generically good, and I would also want some ways to draw more cards, maybe some more monsters, because we barely have any monsters in this deck. I don't know. Spiritual Director is not looking very good. I could go Metal Foe, but I would need to craft. A lot that I can do, but also a lot that I cannot do. I don't know, I'm kind of stuck, honestly. I kind of just want to go play against Tri-Sectors at this point. Because I would need to think about this long and hard, so maybe I'll come back to that later. I have 5,000 gems. We could open some packs. Yeah. You know what, let's do a little bit of a ranked gameplay, and then because yeah, I don't know what to build, and I can't exactly think of it at the moment. I don't even have rare crafted materials anymore, and none of the decks seem to work very well. So we'll do a little bit of rant, and that might just be enough for today. I will make a video about the normal and rare event when I figure out what to play. So that's my compensation, right? I will make a video about it when the event actually comes out, and I'll figure out a deck by then. And until that, we are going back to Tri-Sector ranked. Just, if I want to make Metal Foes, which might be the way to go, then I would need more crafting materials, unfortunately. Yeah. We could even do like a pack opening in stream, I just don't know what pack to open. Oh, wait, what's happening? Ooh, a new subscriber, okay. Well, that really caught me off guard. Okay, so I do have new subscriber notifications open. The only problem is, sorry, let me just read what this card does. I'll just negate that. So it doesn't actually work unless your subscriptions are public, I think. So that's why I don't actually get a notification online, I assume. But yeah, this is the first time this actually worked. I was thinking if it actually doesn't work. I wasn't sure if it actually works, but apparently it does work. We do have subscriber notifications, so yeah, I kinda missed your name, sadly, but thank you for subscribing, whoever you are. We actually got to see that the notification actually works. So Feather Duster is a great top deck. No response to that. I should have maybe dropped that Sarah, actually, but... Oh, they can set Waking the Dragon, and then... This will trigger Waking the Dragon, that's okay. Well, you know, happens. So Sarah will special summon chapters from her deck. I do want to negate that. Well, actually, I think my chat was frozen. I actually just saw your messages. Sorry about that. So I actually tried True Draco for the normal and rare event, and the problem I got is the lack of attack points. Yeah, I just can't really hit over anything, it feels like. So what does this do? When spell trap is activated, banish target from graveyard. Okay, so negate spell traps. Let's just go into some of our cards. Sorry, I will read the chat in a minute. Just let me just read the duty combo. I don't know why, but my chat was frozen, which is why I wasn't seeing any messages, and I just realized it was just frozen. Do I want to Rose? Actually, yeah, I do want to Rose here. There we go. We got rid of that effect. Oh, they just surrender. Well, at least I can read the chat in peace now. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so I should say the lack of attachments, and since we can't search trap, I can't depend on Apocalypse. Yeah, Tutor is kind of weird. It's very inconsistent. It doesn't have high attack points. It doesn't have the field spell. It's lacking a lot, honestly. So I do agree that Tutor might not be the way to go. Use the credit card for real. Credit card for NNR points. Do you open the massive packs? So I think opening massive packs is probably a bad idea. Honestly, I could open Stalwart Force, but I actually already have like most cards here, right? Because I did open Stalwart Force before, and yeah, I already got like everything except for House Dragon Maid and Shadow Mist. At least one arrow of everything, anyway. Could open a Revival of Legends, but like it's not very good. For the most part, it's just like nostalgic cards, like Blue Eyes or like Stardust, those kind of archetypes. So probably not a good idea to open this one either. Good idea would be to open something more meta relevant, and Virtual World might be one. It kind of seems interesting. I don't like switching off all calamities, but with the exception of that boss monster, actually Shanshan is kind of annoying too because it's just a Vaulting Floodgate. But the deck seems okay for the most part. It seems kind of fun. So I've been thinking about maybe that. I did save 30 super rare crafting points just because in case I need to unlock a pack, I can craft like Lulu and then open Virtual World packs. That might be a way to go. I don't know though. Hard to say. I don't know how we won that ranked match, by the way, against Raptors. Like I just summoned those and they just surrendered. What do you think about the Strike phobia? They just surrendered the first Strike card we summon. I mean, it does make my job easier. I have to say that. They definitely just like immediately surrender sometimes. Similar to last game, which was not immediately, but they surrendered pretty quickly. So, I mean, I don't mind that the games are shorter, but it's like weird how some people are just scared of it. I mean, it is a control deck, and matches take a little longer. No, actually, that's not true. Matches don't take longer because even though control decks play a lot less turns, their turns take like 10 minutes, while my turn is usually like a minute or two. Okay, I'm not dealing with the reason. Oh, another subscriber. Her, just subscribe. Thank you for the subscription. Okay, so this notification actually works. That's really nice to see. I actually can see subscribers live now. So thank you. Oh, of course they have a... What did they do? They just have a second reasoning? I mean, I guess I'm calling level 10. Because Eldritch the Golden Lord is level 10. And I assumed that was the deck, and it does seem like we are indeed playing against Eldritch. But yeah, they are milling a lot of cards. Well, no Imperial Order, at least. That's good to know. But they do have the Inspector Border. Ouch, this card is like annoying. I mean, if I link summon, which I can, then I can just use effects. But I can only use one effect. And they will have so many like banish effects. Yeah, Eldritch is going to be a problem. My hand isn't bad. I mean, I already have Engage, which is like the most important cards, and I know that they don't have Imperial Order, which is a relief. But they will have the Eldritch the Golden Boy, and that's not great. Something like a Rarity or a Lightning Storm off the top would be amazing right now. Because otherwise, I don't know how much we can do. They have Conquistador, they have Hotel. So this banishes from grave, and then this destroys the cards on fields. And then the last one just summons another Eldritch from deck, I believe. Okay. This isn't very good. It's still a trap, it's still a trap. I could go engage and get anything I liked, but then that's all I can do. I can't even put 3 spells in there because they'll just banish it. If I get rid of the Eldritch, they just summon another Eldritch. I want to see how you deal with Imperial Orders plus Eldritch. I lose most of the times to them. I mean, Imperial Order plus Eldritch is like, yeah, I probably lose as well. Like, Nightmare Phoenix is what I have against that. Which might actually be a good idea here to play it. You know what, I'll just Fire Engage. And what a board. Press surrender when you see IO. Yeah, good thing is IO is there in the graveyard. They milled it with reasoning, but the only way for or the only out I have for IO is Nightmare Phoenix, which I can make in this board, and I probably will. The problem is, which zone did they set the Conquistador again? Conquistador in the leftmost zone. Okay, so let's go after the Conquistador, so we can get rid of the distraction effect. The Effect Wailer and Maxi is doing nothing in my hand, which is really annoying. Wait, I can't even activate Rose actually from my hand because Inspector Border works like that. Oh no. Honestly, I could just surrender here. I don't know what we do. I don't know how we get out of this. Like, if Eldritch was the only monster they have, it's fine, but they also have Inspector Border, which is basically making it impossible for me to do anything. I play MST and Phoenix for IO scenario. I do have like Cosmic in deck for IO. I also have the Phoenix as well, so that is true. But like they also have Judgment, they also have Inspector Border. They just have everything. Is the problem. They also have Scarlet Sanguine. They have more traps. Yeah, this is probably not going to end well. This is when the 7% of the time Strike Fighter loses. Yeah, basically the 93% match win rate in that stream was really good, but I did lose occasionally, and this is probably one of them where they just find everything, right? They just have everything, and my hand is just clogged with hand traps that doesn't actually do anything against their deck. Like the problem is that I can't have a side deck. I mean, it's a problem for everyone going against Eldritch, because you add like monster negates to your deck, like Effect Whaler and such, and you know they just do this. I'll just surrender. I can't even match see them because Inspector Border. So thank you, Inspector Border. That was like really lucky that they just found Inspector Border there. Anything else I probably should have dealt with, but like everything else plus Inspector Border, just me being unable to activate any effects at all is really annoying. I would have dealt with Inspector Border. Yeah, probably should have searched for Afterburner and then destroyed the Inspector Border with Engage. And then I should go into like... But then they still have the Conquistador. And whatever I summon, they destroy it, and then they banish it from graveyard with the other trap card, so I can't even get the Ray back. So I think, and they have judgments in addition to everything else. So I think no matter how I play, I think I just lost there. I think I should have called 4 from Reasoning, because even if I call Eldritch correctly, it doesn't always matter, they can just get it back from graveyard. So maybe next time, if I see Reasoning, I might just go for level 4. But they normally don't even play Inspector Border. I wasn't expecting to see Inspector Border. So yeah, that was annoying. Let's fun game. Why not? This was meant to be a normal rare crafting event, but I just ended up going back to Grant anyway because I kind of ran out of ideas there. I mean, I have ideas. I didn't run out of ideas. I just ran out of crafting points for my ideas. I should do a pack opening, and then I'll have crafting points. I already have the gems. It's just I don't know what to open. I always roll 3 or 4. Yeah, I mean, like I predict they're probably playing Eldritch if they're using that card. So I told 10 just to stop the golden lord, but it actually doesn't do much because they can just summon it from graveyard anyway. So dangerous, it seems, is what they're going up against so far. Nice hand, lol. Yeah, I get you faster duster with the Enter Prosperity Rose. It's an okay hand. It's not bad. The problem is I have no hand traps, and like if I was playing against Drytron, this hand would just lose anyway, because I don't have Droplet and I don't have hand traps. But yeah, it's not bad. It's a good board breaker, right? That you Feather Duster. Hopefully, it can do something. Against Phantom Knights, if you're seeing like number 86, then that might be a problem. Because I have no interaction, so they'll see what they can do. The border is a surprise though. Yeah, the Inspector Border was definitely a surprise to me. Like I wasn't expecting them to be playing Inspector Border in their deck. It just kinda came out of nowhere, honestly. I haven't seen the Eldritch list with the border before. I'm looking at what pets I can open, and honestly, Virtual World seems like a good idea. do like live twin or something, right? If you want to make it interesting. Are they even high rated though? I don't think they have like that many high rated cards, so I don't even think you would need to open it. Is this the 5-mat Ronro? I don't actually know the combo for the Ronro, but yeah, that can be the PK Ronro Turbo. The thing is, every PK starts with like Cherubini into Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche. So this is like very standard PK things right now. But I don't know how they go into Ronro. But if they do go into Ronro, we might have a problem. But since we don't have any hand traps, we'll just let them play and see how far they can get. When I Nibiru summon with Spice face-up cards, it's so satisfying. Yeah, Nibiru is definitely great. I only have one, but even that is like really good. And when you can just Nibiru them and end their turn, it's so strong. Unfortunately, there's a lot of times that it doesn't work either because they have like a monster negate or something on board before their 5th summon. And it is a good way to keep some decks in check. Nightmare Unicorn. I mean, sure. Yeah, use its effects. Send a card to your own deck. Go ahead, do it. So this card is a Spell Trap Searcher. I should also just edit the name of the stream, I think, now that I'm playing ranked. Nice. Yeah, I added like a sentence at the end of it. Just to clarify, because we're not doing the NR Rarity anymore, at least not in this point. So they are definitely thinking long and hard about this. Like, so thinking of what deck to craft next, I should craft something meta. I should probably go for Virtual World. And that seems like a good deck and like meta relevant and stuff. But I kind of want to like try some janky decks or like some weird decks. I have my second account just for making decks that I don't actually want to craft on my main account. Because it's easy to gain more gems there, but So it's like I can go for Virtual World, or I can go something interesting like Salamandrate Live Twin, Dreaded Maid or something. But I also kind of want to just do that in my second attempt and actually make a meta deck. Another meta deck in my first attempt, which would be Virtual World. Virtual World is like, seems okay. I would need to look more into the deck before I make a decision, which is why I don't want to craft it today, which is why I ended up stopping the Rarity thing, because I ran out of rares and I need to open packs, and you know where this is going. I'm just, I don't know what to say. We're just waiting for this Phantom Knights player to think. With, you know, Rarity and Feather Duster in hand. They like, yeah, nice, they have access to needs, but like, this is the first turn. I'm not dying to access to it. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish with this. It's not a crit effect either. I don't know why they go Unicorn into access to it and pass the turn back to me. Do I even know what card they set? Honestly, doesn't matter. I'll do a Duster. Why access to a turn 1? Exactly, I have no idea why they're doing it. Just made a Virtual World deck a few days ago, still learning it though. That is too much for my small brain. I mean, like, Strike Cycle can be hard too, I guess. So, I don't mind learning it, and I don't mind teaching it either. Which is why I probably should make the Virtual World. Because, like, it would make a good video, it would probably be good in rent. But I don't know. Yeah, they have Ash, which is why we banished 3, predicted. I can understand people who keep giving me cards when I max see them. Yeah, normally you just like try not to give your opponent cards, right? Or give them 1 card at most. And in a striker deck, if I did match seed, I just immediately go into Shizuku and end my turn. But yeah, some people just try to keep going, and it usually doesn't work. Like 90% of the time, when you get match seed, you need to stop your combo. But in some cases, if you just stop, you know, and like you might just lose, right? And if you know you are going to lose anyway, you might as well just keep going. Is maybe the reason there? But that's usually not the case most of the time. You only need to do that like if they will literally kill you next turn and you are 100% sure that you will literally die anyway, regardless of what you do. So that might be a go. Or if you can kill them that turn, that might be a reason to do so. Unfortunately, I cross-speeded this turn. I really should change the cross-speed for... Wait, can I draw a card with this, even though I cross-speed? I might be able to. I mean, I guess I'll find out. No, I can't. Okay, so I really should change the Pot of Prosperity to Upstart Goblin. I will probably do that, like, when I get the materials for it. Anyway. That's like 1 card that has been annoying me, Pot of Perspective, just because it stops me from going with Engage. Which is only 1 card, but at that point I might as well just play like Upstart. And you know, it's another free spell. But it's an ultra rare, which is why I didn't do it initially. But I think it's about time, like, to craft it for me. So after I open my packs, probably Virtual World packs, but I haven't decided yet. After I open those packs, I will probably go ahead and just craft Upside Goblin if I can, if I have the ultra rare materials for it. Okay, what does this do actually? Sure, that's fine. Torrentails. Stealth summon itself. I think it's fine. I don't need to like banish it. I will try to banish their linked monster when they try to revive it, which is why I'm saving it. Saving the Shark Cannon. I don't want them reviving Rusty Bardiche. Virtual World is really fun. Honestly, if you're all saying that, I should probably just open some packs for Virtual World. I've been thinking about like opening it for a while anyway, and if it's that good, then you know, we might just go for it in the stream. I can open like 30 packs here, and then yeah, I can decide if I want to open more in my free time. If I do that, this will be like a really interesting stream. We start with normal and rares, and then we're playing ranks, and then we'll finish by opening some packs. You know, it's been fun. No response to that. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper. Oh. Okay, what is your target? Are you targeting Rusty Bardiche, perhaps? They're targeting that? Okay, do I banish this? I thought they would just revive the Bardiche. Check your destroy general? Okay, I'll do it in a little bit. I think I'll just banish this. Right. No, okay, well. I shouldn't have actually, but too late anyway. I'll check my destroyed general. Where's my destroyed? Special summon? No. My opponent got Nibiru, then I match seed. I feel bad for him. I mean, actually I'll read in a little bit, sorry. Just there's a statement, there's more chat. I'll respond to the general chat, destroy chat in a minute. What do you think of Toon and Strike Striker combo deck? Grab your opponent's cards. I don't exactly know the Toon version. I know that they use Toon table of contents just to get spells in the graveyard, which is like pretty cool, but I don't know how good it is, but it's definitely interesting. But I don't know like any further contents of it, other than the fact that they use Toon table of contents to put 3 spells in grave. what do they use? What else do they use in the tune combo that you were talking about? Like, how do you grab your opponent's card? I would probably need to look it up after this game. If you want me to look it up, the tune combo cards, because yeah, I only know that they play 3 tune table of contents, and that gets 3 spells in grave for Strike Charger cards. Yeah, I don't want them to use that, so I'm taking that monster. Give me that. There we go. Distortional chat. Well, you might feel bad for your opponent there, but honestly, it's kind of their fault at that point. Like, if they get match seed and they continue, they should know that they can get Nibiru as well, right? It's not an excuse, I think. So, you know. What card do I want from my graveyard? Do I want Engage back? Or do I just want Shark Cannon so I can get another mon? Oh, hello, Dame. Well, it's them who is having the internet connection problem. So at least it's not me. I think we get Shark Cannon here. Okay. And they quit. Okay, well, good game, but I was going to win anyway, so yeah, that's done. Okay, that's done with that. And let's have a look at Virtual World, but let me just grab these gems real quick. Rest in peace, Dame. Yeah, it kinda lagged, but I think it happened because my opponent just left the game. That's probably the reason. So, if we do want to make a virtual world deck, I think what we want is Lulu. Is that hurt? I think this is like the super rare that I need to be crafting. That. Let me just have a quick look at usually Lulu, and that's like the only extra that that's like the only card they've played 3 copies of. So sure, let's craft the Lulu and let's go and open some packs. Rage Fruit probably most likely they just left the game, which is, you know, too bad, but. Well, what can I do? What can I say? Lulu is the core card, yes. Okay, let's go craft the Lulu. Which opens us the pack. Also the cutest virtual world card? Maybe. I haven't looked at every one of them, but who knows? Do you think Dragon Maid can compete against meta deck? Okay, so Dragon Maid is good. But to make it meta, you probably want to make it more so that it's half Dragon Maid and half Dragon Link. I don't know if you've seen like the Dragon Link decks, but the Dragon Link Dragon Maids are actually pretty good, I would say. I have like some friends who play it, and it's definitely not bad, right? You can kind of play like a Dragon Link version of Dragon Maid, and it's definitely playable. I don't know how it works pure, like if you only play Dragon Maids, then I don't know how well that would work, but with Dragon Link, I know that they work pretty well. I posted a screenshot of the deck in the Discord channel. I'll have a look. But meanwhile, I'll be opening some packs. Skytune. So... Okay, so this is like for the most part, Tune and also with some Strike Starter core. It definitely looks interesting. I don't exactly know what some of these cards do in the Tune deck, but I can have a look. After this pack opening, I'll go search Tune in the Master Duel and read some of the cards, and I'll tell you what I think about them. Although, like, even then, I probably wouldn't be able to give it a fair judging because I never seen the deck being played. And sometimes like the deck can look a lot better or a lot worse. And then you play it and it's a lot different than how it looks, if you know what I mean. But I can still have a look and still tell you what I think, how I think it looks like. Tyndandle Hound. I do remember the Tyndandles from the Reigns anime, like the season Generation 6, basically. I never finished it though. It's in Prime Video that you can watch it, and it's nice actually. It's probably one of the best generations of anime in Yu-Gi-Oh! But I just never got to actually finish it. It was nice watching it though, for sure. It's like something you can just sit and watch. Cosmic Slicer Zero. Well, here's 10 ultra rare crafting points, I imagine. Yeah, this is a counter. This is an alien card. Which means it's a not very good card, and probably Tyndandle cards, unfortunately, are going to be dismantled as well at some point. At least it's a third of my Upstart Goblin, so, you know, that's always good. I made it and lost 4 games in a row. Feels bad? Oh. I guess it's not very good then. Oh, not Tunes, it's Tune. Yeah, there we go. So you have 3 copies of Tune Bookmark, which is a searcher, which is pretty good. What is this card that steals? Okay, so you can just steal cards. And then you have Toon World, you have Toon Kingdom. I guess the biggest problem is if they destroy your Toon Kingdom or your Toon World, then you might not have much of an option. Also, lava golems are kind of awkward. I don't know, like, the deck looks interesting, but also kind of weird, right? Like, yeah. I don't know how it's supposed to go. Yeah, I can't exactly understand how it works, basically. Are you planning to mod the game someday? Mod the game? Well, if it's... I haven't heard of any Master Duel mods, necessarily. And even if there are... maybe they might be bannable because it's an online game. I don't know. Like, mods in online games are a little scary, right? Because the developers may not be happy about mods and they might do something about it, which is kind of what I'm afraid of. Make lava golems and grab them? Well, that doesn't sound bad actually, but... Yeah, I see the plan. You just kind of match see them, draw cards, and then like lava golem or Nibiru. But at the same time, you really want to see your Slicer cards there as well. Which usually have like the main core there. But you only have the Terrari and Shizuku, so, and no race. So Slicer doesn't... Yeah, okay. So if I made a Toon deck, I would probably be playing more Strikeciters and less Toons, maybe. I don't know. Because your deck looks like Toon with Strikeciters in it. And maybe I can suggest to play Strikeciters with Toon in it, if that makes sense. I don't know if I can make like a whole deck here, but like if you just like, you know, take the Strikeciter deck and like take out some cards and just put like the Toon table of contents to that spells engrave. And then maybe like the Toon World and the grab card. And like that's it. Like you don't need any Toon monsters, I don't think. You don't need lava golems. You might need like... Oh, maybe lava... You might still play lava golem maybe, but... Yeah, relying on tunes might not be as reliable. Like, I feel like Sky-Sector's turrets has a lot of durability when they have Rain Ray, because you can just throw Ray into something else, back to Ray, back to something else, and I think you have space next to that anyway. I don't think you are summoning most of these most of the time. So maybe you can consider making it more Sky-Sector heavy? But yeah, it's definitely an interesting thought, but that's what I think about it, I think. They will be mad about my also replacing the I follow this death ride. Which death ride? Anyway, let's open a few more packs. Which is not that one. Because we're not making the virtual world deck with only 10. I'll open 30, and I'll look into what we got after the stream and decide if I want to open more or not. You don't see the link? No. I think it's maybe a YouTube thing. Maybe it stops you from sending links in chat, because I don't see a link. You can probably send it to Discord though. Although I'm not very happy with like advertisements in Discord, but I can have a look and then delete it later or something. I don't mind. Metaverse is a good card. Oh, we got Shen. That's good, that's the boss monster. Soon start after that.
Today I am showing you this.
Oh, there. Let's not open the voice. I'm just gonna look at the deck. I mean, the deck doesn't look bad, but yeah, I don't know if it's. I just don't know how tunes work, honestly, and if I were to make it, I would just make it Sky-Sector with some tune cards instead. Because I haven't read any of the tunes, but seeing that I've never seen any of them before, they're probably not very good. Have you heard of Eldritch plus Sky-Sector? I've only heard of it, but it sounds weird, but I can kind of see how it works. But at the same time, you can't have Eldritch cards and Sky-Sector cards working at the same time. So I don't know. It's kind of awkward, right? Like if you have Golden Lords on the field, you can't use Sky-Sector spells, and if you don't have Golden Lords, then you can't use your Eldritch traps. But so it's I get the main idea. Both Eldritch and Sky-Sectors are heavy control decks, but it's just I don't think they would work very well together. I can't imagine it, at least. By the way, thank you for your guys. I got the climb to plat with it. Congratulations on getting to plat then. And yeah, you're welcome. I like making rides for a lot of decks, and I'm happy that you like them. Speaking of bad decks, by the way, when we were talking about Eldritch and Sky-Sectors, I did want to give you a sneak peek of a deck that I made, but I never made a video about it because it's not very good. Here is Numeron Sky-Sectors. So the point is that you make the Numeron OTK, right, with the field spell and everything, but you also have Sky-Sectors in case that doesn't go through, so that if you're forced to go first, or if they somehow stop your Numeron combo, then you can just like go into a Sky-Sector, and then that gives you some reliability. But it's kind of funny. This state is very funny, but it's not very good because I don't actually have the sorcerer for the field spell. It's like Numeron something. Yeah, the Numeron Wall. So that's why I never end up making it into a video, because I opened networks out of the Stalwart Force Pack, all three, so I decided to make the deck. But I didn't want to actually craft something for it, so I never crafted Doomer and Wall. And since the deck is technically unfinished, I never ended up making a video about it. But this is a deck that I made and tried, but it wasn't very good, so I just never made a video about it. But it's very funny. It was very funny. I do want to say that. Because you can just OTK, but also you can just do a control game with Strike Sector cards if you can't OTK. But they don't exactly work together, because you can only special summon once after you use a Numeron network. And you need to control no monsters on the board to be able to activate it, so... yeah, there are some reasons why it doesn't work, but... it was fun to try. It definitely was something interesting to experiment with, and it did win some games, but... like, just normal Strike Sectors was just better. Tindandel Acute Cerberus, 10 more crafting points for my upstart goblin, thank you. Lightwing Channel. Boom, Sea Archiver. Nothing interesting so far in these packs. Generation Force, Soul Servant, and Tindandel Hound. Well, you know, not the cards that we were exactly looking for, but... oh, that might be good. It's Lond. I think this is like the only one they don't actually play. Oh, this is like... I have 3 like high-rated cards in that pack, but none of them are actually very good. So I don't know how to feel about it. Another Nyan Nyan, another Fan. You don't need multiples, I don't think. Another Fan. That's... we still need a Lulu, I think. I don't think we have enough Lulus yet. Boom! Lulu? No. Lulu? No. I mean, these are all ultra rares, so I guess I shouldn't complain. But I don't see Lulus here. Look at those ultra rares though. 2 Shan, 2 Lond, and like 3 more ultra rares. In terms of rarity, this opening was really good. But in terms of the cards that I actually got... oh, wait. Future created cards. Yeah, we still don't have Juji. We need only one more Lulu. Do we open 10 more packs to the Juji? Juju? I don't know how to read this card. Virtual World Beast. There we go. Virtual World Beast. So, you said before you were busy with university. Yes, I am busy with university, unfortunately. I have my exam season approaching, like, literally in April. So, I spend most time studying, and but I'm still technically free in weekends, and I definitely need a day off anyway, even if I'm studying. Like, I can't study every 7 days, right? So, which is why I don't mind streaming like on Saturdays. And people say they have time on Saturdays to watch me as well. So I figured it's just good to be streaming on Saturdays, and then we can have a chat and I can relax, and you know. So even in April, I am planning to keep streaming on Saturdays. We will see if I will be much busier when I actually have exams, and if I maybe won't feel like streaming. But for now, I think it makes sense for me to keep streaming every week, basically. I don't think I can upload videos when I'm in exams, because I won't have time to edit anything. But before the exams actually start, I will probably upload like the video about the Norman Rare event. and maybe I should upload like another video. But when the exams start, I will go down to just streaming every week, and when they actually end, I can actually probably go back to making more videos. Is what I'm planning. So I see that yes in chat. I assume that means yes, you need to open more packs. So I am opening more packs. We need to get those ultra rare and super rare. Unfortunately, it's not going very well. What do you do if you don't mind telling? I study biomedical sciences. I don't know. How is this relevant to Yu-Gi-Oh, you might ask? Well, it is like a scientific degree, right? It's not exactly mathematical, but I like epidemiology and more kind of a statistical part of biology, which you can think is kind of related to Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, that's kind of what I study, biomedical sciences. So it's if you don't know what it is, it's basically kind of like medicine, except it's more science and less in person. I don't actually deal with people personally. I just try to deal with, you know, theories and numbers about it. Like with COVID, actually, it actually became a really important job. Like as an epidemiologist, we're just calculating the risks and vaccines and everything. So that's kind of like what my degree is about. I keep getting Shan-Shans. This is like my 5th Shan-Shan. I can't believe I just keep getting Shan-Shans. I mean, I guess, you know, it's an upstart goblin, right? I'm getting upstart goblins for my Starsighter deck. But I want the other ultra rare. Please, I need the virtual beast. Come on. Another Nyan Nyan. Not even a Lulu. Well, you know, 3 more Shan-Shans and another Lon, and I got Sphere Mode, which is really funny. It's actually a good card. But yeah. You know, I guess we're just spending the last of my gems as well. Why not? We might as well at this point. At least I would have lots of rare crafting points after this. And hopefully I can make whatever deck I want for the normal and rare events. And then make a video about it. Sounds fun. Ooh! Well, as cool as this card looks, this is just going to turn into 30 super rare crafting points most likely, because I don't think Tindandles are playable. I have to say, I don't think Tindandles are playable at all. Like, I never got a good Royal Rare in this game. Very sad that every Royal Rare I got like a couple, and they were all on unplayable cards, so I just had to disenchant them all. Very unfortunate. Come on, can we get the ultra rare or the super rare? No, I don't want another Shan-Shan. No, this is like my 7th Shan-Shan, but I still haven't gotten the other virtual world ultra rare that is a synchro monster. Well, at least I'll have a lot of crafting points for making those in case I do want it one day. But, you know, this is not looking very good. And another Tindangle Hound, and another Long. Okay. Yeah, I really need like the other cards in the set, and not the same ones again. Boom boom, come on. How do I get Long on the left of the pad? Like, this is not even meant to be a virtual ult card, but I get Long anyway. And I get another Tindangle die holes. It's I don't understand how this is working. Is my chat frozen? Yeah, my chat is frozen. There we go. I was thinking why no one has said anything, and I just realized my chat is frozen again. So what did you say? Sad. Eldritch Strike Setter sounds cursed and good at the same time. Yeah, well, I can see how it can be good, but it's cursed for the most part. Triple Shan Shan, lol. Yeah, just even more Shan Shans. They just keep coming along. I actually lost to Eldritch plus Strike Setter. Eldritch is just a good counter to Strike Setter. I mean, Eldritch, yeah, can counter Strike Setter for the most part. But the Strike Setter can also beat Eldritch. It like depends on what you draw. Like if you open Feather Duster in Strike Setter or like Lightning Storm, then the game becomes much easier. Yeah, I'm just creating the suspense before opening the last Ultra Rares, just to see if I got the cards I want. For the crafting point Super Rare, nice. Basically, that was, yeah. My only ship is Ray and Rose. I'll never put Eldritch in my Strike Charter. Yeah, I don't think Eldritch fits in Strike Charter very well. So, that is what I think. And we've been waiting for the last Ultra Rares. Can I at least get that? I can craft Lulu. Like, I don't mind crafting the Super Rare. But I really don't want to craft an Ultra Rare, so can we please get that Virtual World Beast? No? There we go! Last card! Last card, thank you! Thank you, we got another Lon, which is, I don't know why, but finally we got this card. Great. Okay. I was getting worried there. 3 more Lons, 1 more Shan, but we finally got the Ultra Rare that we've been looking for. You're lucky and unlucky at the same time. Exactly, like look at this. 6 Lon and 7 Shan, but I didn't even get a playset of Lulu. I don't even know how this works. At least I got the Beast, and I don't mind crafting 1 Super Rare for the deck. So this is okay. I'm happy to stop here, basically. But like, I would be really upset if we didn't get the Beast. At least we got the Beast though, the final card. 3 Lon is crazy though. I just have 6 Lons now and 7 Shan. Anyway, that was the opening. I'll just open this while I'm reading chat. But yeah, this is not going to be interesting. Yo, yeah, thank you for that. There's like a still 10-second delay, I think. It might be longer because of, I don't know, like. Okay, so what happens is that when I try to decrease my latency, my stream quality may have dropped. So I don't know if this stream will look as good on the replay when I after I finish streaming and after I upload it. This video might not look as good as the streams that I did in the past. I tried to increase my bitrate to compensate, but I don't actually know what bitrate my internet can support. So this is kind of like a testing, and after the stream I'll have a look and see if the replay quality is good or if the replay quality is just terrible. And I'm just opening this patch in the background, so we are also doing something while I'm talking to it. This is not interesting at all. There's like, you almost never get anything interesting out of these packs, but you know, there's a small chance of getting something interesting. Since we opened this far, let's just open them but skip the cards so we can just quickly get whatever we want. Clear Toribo, deal with the Dark Ruler, and nothing interesting here. These packs are like usually just useless, right? I mean, a Magician's Valkyria is nice. It's like a nostalgic Yu-Gi-Oh card, but it's not doing anything. The Meister King of Armageddon. It's my 4th one, and guess what? You can't even dismantle any of them. So that's like something I get really annoyed of. Like, if I have more than 3 copies of a card and I still can't dismantle it, that just becomes so annoying to me. It's just sitting there and I can't do anything about it. Yeah, so that's all of it. Let me actually show you the card that really annoyed me. So in the HC's event, they were giving some high rate HC stars, right? And if I do dismantle extra cards, so I dismantled everything I can dismantle. This is what we got. The Shantians and Lords are gone. So we can actually make the upside goblin now. Anyway, and if I sort it by the number owned, yeah, I have 4 Tiras Keeper of Genesis. This is an ultra rare that I cannot dismantle, which is quite annoying. And I have like 5 of number 91 and stuff. And now I have 4 Demise, 4 Gem Knight Topaz. It just doesn't make sense. But it happens. I get why we can't dismantle it, but it's annoying. But that's my rant anyway. It's not important. But yeah, I think that for the most part just concludes what I've been trying to accomplish with the stream today. We tried to make the NNR rarities work. They didn't exactly work, but at least we did something. We did some Starsetter grants. We did good for the most part, and then we opened some packs and had a nice chat. So I think I'll just stop here and go back and think about how I can make the NNR rarity deck and hopefully come up with an idea by the time the NNR event goes up. And then I'll try to put my video by the first day of the NNR event, and I'll also include some gameplay in the actual event. So that's the goal. And for virtual votes, you'll probably have to wait for a while because I have like a bunch of decks that I just didn't make a video about that I actually have like kind of inward Shadow Dogmatica sitting right here that I will make a video about one. I opened the pack openings for these, but I just been too lazy to edit them. I'm not lazy. I have university and I'm studying for exams, so that's my excuse. Anyway, so I might edit that and upload it at some point, but there is that deck sitting there that I'm not even playing. And I did make like a budget data deck, as you know. So yeah, when I have time, which is probably not gonna happen before the exams, those are coming. And before the exams, I will actually make the NNR event deck. And yeah, and I'll keep streaming every weekend, like every Saturday, this time Saturdays. So I'm hoping that I will be able to see you next week as well. And with that, I want to say goodbye and thank you all for coming. And I will see you in the next video, next stream, or just simply next week. Actually, probably before next week, because I think the event starts before next week. So yeah, I will see you shortly before the next week. So, bye! Bye.